All right, children, this is Frog Power by Beverly Lewis. This is our little Easter time story, and this is chapter 2. Miss Hershey called roll. Then the kids began to show off their pets. Eric Hagel lugged his hamster cage to the front of the room. Ker-plop. He set it down on Miss Hershey's desk. Meet my hamster, Fran the Ham. The class giggled. Eric continued. Fran likes parade music. He grinned. She likes stars and stripes forever. Miss Hershey sat at her desk. She leaned on her elbows, peering into the hamster cage. Does Fran do any tricks? She asked. Eric put his hands on his hips. How many want to see Fran do her amazing routine? Everybody cheered. First, I have to get my tape recorder ready. Jason groaned. Turning around, Stacy muttered, What's the matter? Isn't Croaker smart enough to do tricks? Jason shot her his best cross eyes. Frog eyes, Stacy whispered. Jason made another face. Just then, the beat of the drums filled the room. Brassy trumpets and trombones joined in. Stacy couldn't believe it. Fran the Ham was running on a little turn wheel, faster and faster. Fran's tiny hamster feet were flying. Now, check this out, Eric told her. And here's a little picture of the hamster running in his cage. Faster and faster with the music. Now check this out, Eric told the class. He pushed the stop button on the tape recorder. Fran the Ham slowed down. She stopped. The kids clapped with delight. Eric carried the hamster cage back to his seat. Stacy pulled out a pencil and wrote a note. Dear Eric, I really do like your hamster. She is very smart. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. Your friend, Stacy Henry. Stacy folded the note. She felt good about it. Eric was her neighbor on Blossom Hill Lane, their cul-de-sac. And the cul-de-sac kids stick together, no matter what, she remembered. That's the way it was. Stacy stuck the note in her jeans pocket. She would give the note to Eric at recess. Miss Hershey called Sean Hunter next. Abby raised her hand. Sean and I want to show our dog together. Is that okay? Miss Hershey nodded. Sean led Snow White to the front of the room. Abby followed, carrying a bag of doggy tricks. Sean will introduce our dog, she said. Sean's dark eyes shone. Snow White is Shih Tzu puppy, he said. Her family go back very long time to Chinese courts. Long ago, this kind of dog was watchdog. Abby took off Snow White's leash. Now Snow White will do some tricks for you, she announced. Abby moved her arm in circles without saying a word. Snow White rolled over 3 times. Abby gave her a treat. Snow White chomped it right down. Next, Snow White played dead. The class called out her name. Jason hopped out of his seat and tickled Snow White's ear. The dog didn't budge an inch. At last, Sean snapped his fingers. Snow White leaped up for another treat. The kids clapped loudly. Abby and Sean took their seats. Snow White sat on the floor near Sean's desk. Miss Hershey checked her record book. Jason Burchell, you're next. When Jason stood up, Stacy scooted down in her seat, far away from the bullfrog behind her. The glass cage was too heavy to move, so Jason was going to show off Croaker from his desk. Stacy peeked around her chair. Whoosh! Jason took off the wood frame. A silly grin stretched across his face, and then he reached inside. Stacy shivered as Jason's hands caught the slimy green bullfrog. Icksville! She covered her eyes. That's the end of chapter 2. And this is Grandma Carla, and I love you.